Hey guys, happy Sunday. Sorry about Saturday. Boogie, one of my dogs, for those of you that don't know, needed a little emergency surgery yesterday. Yeah, so anyways, he's fine, okay, and he's on some medication and everything should be fine, okay, but that kind of took up my entire morning, my spare time that I had, and yeah, it just didn't happen yesterday. But anyway, we're here Sunday, and our topic today is, do your beliefs match your intuition? Okay, that's important actually. All right, so we're going to look at what the situation is first. We're going to use the Lenormand cards. And then I'm going to pull one of these cards, one of my Life Stories deck, from my Life Stories deck here, just to give some extra illumination to what these cards are talking about here. All right, so let's see. So anytime that I pull Lenormand cards, the middle card has the most significance, okay? So let's start, let's see. All right, we have the ship. Okay, so this is about the journey. Number 3 is about communication. So it could be communication about the journey or the path or the relation or the relationship that you're in. Let's see what else. Middle card. We have the house. I don't see this card very much, I have to tell you. So it's interesting that it's coming up in this reading. And we have number 4 here. So this is about your stability or the stability of the relationship. And number 4 is about the physical world, what's happening in the physical world. And then we have the maze. Now I do see this card a lot, okay? So I feel like the situation here is that the maze is about, if you've ever watched a mouse go through a maze, you see, how he starts moving along really quickly, then he hits a wall. Then he has to turn around and go in a different direction. And then he moves around really quickly, hits a wall. That's what I feel like this relationship or this connection, what's happening in this connection. And it might be throwing you off your stability. It might be throwing them off their stability, okay? And, who knows how good the communication is here with your person, right? About the journey or about this relationship. Because if the communication isn't good, that could be why this card is showing up. Because, possibly every time you talk about a certain topic, or about the relationship or about the connection, somebody feels like they're running into a wall. That wall could be that somebody stops communicating altogether. All right. And that's I got to tell you, I don't think that there's a worse tactic with communication than giving the silent treatment, because it doesn't serve anything. So let's see what this card is about, if it can add anything here. We have poised and polished, high expectations, and out to impress. So I feel like this falls right here. So again, this card is about somebody's stability. Could be your stability, could be their stability, in the physical world. All right. So I feel like this person presents to the world that they are very poised, very polished. They have high expectations of themselves and the people around them. All right. And this person is out to impress. So who are they trying to impress? Are they trying to impress you? Are they trying to impress, the people in their neighborhood, the people at work? They care a lot about what other people think. So I feel like, possibly what's happening with these conversations or, within this relationship is somehow this scenario could be acting as the wall, okay? So you might be dealing with somebody that is, might be very successful, and when I say successful, that means different things to different people. I think for this person, it means, having the latest of everything, having the nice house, showing off toys, cars. This person's very concerned with image, and that might not be something that's important to you at all. And this could be acting as a little bit of a block in this relationship. And when somebody tries to communicate about where we're going, what we're doing, it feels like you hit a wall or they hit a wall with you. I feel more than likely if you are the one watching this, it's probably because they are blocking this in some way. Like, they're concerned about what people would think if they possibly started a relationship with you or people knew about the relationship with you. Not because there's anything wrong with you, okay? This person definitely has that need to impress. And it's like, what is that about except feeding one's ego? So this person I don't feel is very spiritually enlightened or evolved. And a note on that, when somebody, has just about everything they want in the physical world, they haven't necessarily been through any real struggle in their life, it doesn't give that person any reason to dig deep. It doesn't give this person any reason to awaken, to the fact that there's something more, because for this person's life, they feel like they have it all and they want more. One thing about having a lot of stuff is that you just want more stuff. All right. And it's usually not until your stuff, might be taken away, or your job might be taken away, or, your livelihood opportunity is taken away, or your health is taken away. That's when you go deep. That's when you look beyond what's in the physical world. But because this person, might not have had that experience yet in life, they haven't been necessarily called to awaken. And that's no judgment on this person. It just is where this person is at. All right? So I kind of feel like that's the situation that we're dealing with. All right? And we're going to take a look at what your, and there might be parts of that situation that you resonate with. There might be parts that you don't, okay? We're going to look at what your intuition is saying about this situation and what your beliefs are about this situation. Do they match? Are they close to matching? Or are they way off? All right, so So your beliefs, are what you are typically thinking about more than anything. Okay? So you might tell people that you believe something, okay? But internally, you could be questioning or doubting it. So your beliefs are really led by your thoughts. All right, so let's look at intuition first. We have 6 of Swords, and we have the Emperor. Okay, so you could definitely be dealing with an Aries, okay? Because the Emperor is, okay. All right. Barney. That's Boogie that you hear in the background. You can tell that he's just fine. Hey, Barney, knock it off. Knock it off. I know you don't like it. I know. Yeah, is he barking at the doggies? I know. Okay, so like I was saying, the Emperor here is card number 4, okay? And then we have card number 4 here. So I feel like you might be dealing with an Aries or possibly maybe a fire sign, because the Emperor talks about control. So I feel like your intuition tells you that this person definitely, you feel that this person needs control. All right, that could be blocking this relationship. You know that they struggle with control. 6 of Swords, your intuition is also telling you that you feel like this is moving towards a calmer place. So if you guys have had some recent conflict, the reason I say that is because 5 of Swords comes right before the 6 of Swords. So if you've had a recent conflict with this person, or a fight or an argument, I feel like it's moving towards a calmer place, and I feel like you feel that. Let's see what else. We have 10 of Swords. Maybe not. All right, so what is this about? Your intuition might be telling you that this person has the probability or the high probability of betraying you in some way. All right? Don't know why that's coming up. It could be, again, because this person is very, very focused on their image. A lot of people care a lot about what other people think about them. They do. Okay? And, this person's job might, require that. Their job, they might be somehow in the public eye. They might be, a leader of a company. They might be a high profile type of person in the community, or they might be just somebody that a lot of people know. All right? An influencer on social media. Somehow this person very much cares about what other people think of them, and that is definitely affecting this connection somehow. Your intuition is saying that, that this person, you might have seen this person betray other people, and that's why your intuition is cautioning you that this person might put themselves first or ahead of everybody else, okay, in order to maintain those high expectations and that desire to impress people. This is the person that, will constantly be looking on social media to see how many views and likes they've gotten, okay, as if that, honestly, what does that really mean? This person is somebody that always is attached to their phone, is always on the phone, possibly, They can't sit down for dinner without scrolling through their phone. This person is very highly connected, and it matters to them. I don't see this person changing necessarily. I think it would take something big in their life to change this. So if you're dealing with somebody like that, you might be struggling with communication with this person, and you might always feel like you're up, going through a maze with this person. You might be going along just fine. Things are feeling good. This person might have taken some time off, but then you hit a wall once this person runs into any type of challenge at work, or this person has, I feel, a challenge balancing their life. And then we have Ace of Wands. Okay, so your intuition tells you that this is a passionate connection. A passionate connection that this person is trying to control. Your intuition, has the caution flag up that this is somebody that could betray you. I don't necessarily think betray you for another person. This person doesn't have time for another person, okay? But they might betray you, and maybe have betrayed you in the past, due to, how they spend their time. This person is very selfish with their time. And again, that doesn't mean they're a bad person, okay? I'm definitely selfish with my time. I admit it, okay? The time that I have to do what I want to do, I am selfish with it. So, and that was a problem in the past for some people, So, it's just about, is this something that you want? If you're somebody that likes a lot of time to yourself, you might say to yourself, maybe this isn't such a bad thing. Maybe I can do everything that I want to do. The way that I always looked at relationships, and I'm not saying this is a good thing, okay, or a bad thing, actually. It just happened to be my thing. I felt like my life was the main course, and the relationship or that person was the dessert. As soon as they stopped being sweet to me, meaning, that I was enjoying it, or suddenly people started to put demands on me as to what it is that, how they felt it should be going, or changing the situation that we had, it wasn't worth it to me anymore. But that's me, okay? I'm perfectly fine with temporary. As far as coming in and out of my life, I feel that happens for a reason, and I don't fight it. So, and I'm not saying that that's how everybody should think, not at all. But that's how I think as far as what works for me. Okay, so your intuition tells you that there is, this could be a situation where maybe things haven't heated up yet, but you feel a strong attraction to this person, and you feel like this person has a strong attraction to you. I feel like for a lot of you, this is something that's already in play. Maybe it's fairly new and you're learning this about this person, all right? Let's take a look at what your beliefs are about this connection. Right off the bat, we have the devil. All right, so I feel like you believe in some way that this person might have codependency issues or toxic issues towards their need to impress, their high expectations maybe of themselves and other people, who knows? But your belief is that there's something toxic here that, potentially that your intuition is also telling you that, that you need to be cautious of. And again, I don't feel third person or another person here. I feel like the third energy here is just this person's ego or their job or their image or what they have going on in their life. They don't make a lot of room for relationship. What else do you believe? Tower. You believe that the tower needs to come in on this person, and I got to tell you, I don't disagree with that necessarily. You believe that there needs to be major change here, in order for for this to be a viable connection, a connection that works. What else do you believe? 7 of Cups. All right, so you believe that this person has a lot of choices when it comes to relationship. All right, and that belief, the belief that this person has many options in addition to you, that puts you, especially with somebody like this, like the Emperor, and this person that, as far as what this person values, which is success, status, image, possibly money, they care about how they look. They have high expectations of themselves. I don't really feel like they're necessarily pushing their high expectations onto you, but you may believe that you don't necessarily meet this person's high expectations. I don't think they've given you any indication of that. But if you believe that, this is falling right underneath the 10 of Swords, which is, your intuition possibly saying that this person could betray you. Okay? Let's see what we have here. The Fool. So, I feel like, you believe in some way, you feel like this person is foolish as to how they might live their life or what they place importance on. Every now and then, like with the Judgment card, the Fool, it's just the meaning of the card. You believe that this person is a little bit foolish with how they designate their time. All right? So you can see 6 of Swords moving towards calmer waters. That's what your intuition is trying to tell you. But your belief is that this person could be, maybe somewhat toxic or in a toxic energy, or they pay attention to the wrong things. And who's to decide what the wrong things are? But in your opinion, I feel like they pay a lot of attention to things that aren't necessarily that important, or they're codependent on things that aren't that important. Your intuition is saying that, you know what? If you allow it, okay, this is moving towards a calmer, more peace of mind type of situation. Your belief and your intuition are saying 2 different things here. The Tower, what you feel that something needs to come crashing down on this person. Whether or not that happens, is, we'll see. But you feel like something needs to transform here. That's your belief. That's what you spend your time thinking about. Now, this person, the Emperor, and again, this could be a boss. This could be just, I feel like a high-powered energy here. Your intuition is saying that this is who this person is, and I don't feel like you can really change it. That's why you believe that the Tower needs to come in on this person. So it's almost like you're wishing for big change here. I don't think you're wishing for bad things to happen to this person. I hope you're not, but you could be, in order to change this person's life situation as to where they place importance. But your intuition is saying, you know what? This is who this person is. Okay? And they're happy doing this. They're happy being this way. And, you know, the only thing that you can change would be how you view this situation, because you can't change this. The universe might come in and change this for this person, but your intuition is saying this is who this person is. Now, down here with the Seven of Cups, beliefs, okay? You believe that this person has a lot of choices when it comes to anything. You feel like this person gets what they want, and I feel like they do. But if their interest is in you, you know, and you know that this person has high expectations and they're out to impress, that says that, you know, they consider you part of that. They consider you worthy of their high expectations, their ability to impress people. You know, I sense that you yourself are somebody that's very poised and polished, at least on the outside, okay? And they've chosen you for a reason. But if your belief is that this person has multiple options, that's the energy that you draw to this situation, okay? I don't feel like this person has time to think about other people. The fact that they might have chosen you, I think, says a lot for this person. This person is not a very flexible person as to what they want. You might see that in every aspect of their life. So yeah, this betrayal card, I'm really interested in what this is, okay? Why is your intuition saying this? We've got the devil again. Okay, so there's your belief. So you see how this works? Your beliefs can override your intuition at any stage. Like, you know, people that struggle listening to their intuition is because so many times they spend so much time and thought in their beliefs. You definitely feel like you're right about this devil energy, about this person possibly having toxic tendencies as to how much time and energy they put into something that maybe is very important to them, okay? And you believe that it's toxic because it takes away energy or time from you. It doesn't necessarily mean that this person does have toxic codependency issues. It means that, you know, the two of you might not be on the same page necessarily of how you spend your time. All right? But I feel like this person is somebody that almost schedules you in to their planner. You know, for some of you, you might get a call from their assistant. All right? So when they do schedule time with you, they see it as valuable time. And they're not going to spend their time with anybody that they don't see as very valuable to them. All right, so that's good clarification, because this intuition, your intuition could be a little skewed there because of your beliefs. Okay? All right, so let's see. What's the change that you are looking for here? Okay, so we have the moon. I feel like when we go back to this ship here, the communication and this maze, there might be struggle again with communication, and that's showing up here with the moon. Okay, so what I feel like your belief is that what has to change is there has to be more clarity here as to what the two of you are. You need it to be possibly defined in some way, which, you know, that's valid. Let's take a look. Let's clarify the Emperor. We've got the Wheel of Fortune. So your intuition is telling you that this person that you're dealing with right now could be a destined person in your life. You feel kind of a destined type of connection here. And that's why you want clarity about it. You want to know more, that this person is going to be around. I understand that. Your belief might be saying with this moon that you're not going to get that clarity. But I feel like with the wheel clarifying the Emperor here, I feel like your intuition is already telling you that this is somebody that is possibly meant to be in your life and is coming around at a specific time that actually serves you as well. So there's something about this connection. You yourself may not have a lot of time to give to a relationship. Okay? So the universe waited until the very ideal time to bring possibly the right person into your life. But your beliefs could be based on relationships that you've had in the past where you had a lot of time to give to a relationship. You, I feel like, don't have a lot of time yourself to give to a relationship for whatever reason. So it's like you're defining this connection or relationship by parameters of relationships in the past, when actually I feel like this relationship is serving you and serving your life. So that can be a different perspective to look at this from. 7 of Cups, you feel or believe that this person has a lot of choices. So what is this about? 9 of Wands. Okay. So your belief is that you need to be cautious and suspicious of this person. And again, I feel like it's based on a paradigm of the relationships that you've had in the past. Okay? If somebody didn't give you a lot of time in the past, you became cautious and suspicious of that person. Now, when you actually need the time in your life to focus on what you need to focus on, and the right person might be coming in here who doesn't necessarily have a lot of time either, you're judging this connection by paradigms of the past, okay? When in actuality, I feel like this could be a really good thing that works. The communication, we're going to clarify that in a minute. The communication is a challenge, and it could be a challenge because you have certain beliefs from past relationships that you're bringing into this relationship or connection, and this connection is different from every other connection that you've had. So it's like, why bring that in? All right, so I want to look at this Ace of Wands. Ace of Cups. So your intuition is telling you not only is there a mutual passion here, and I feel like there's potential for, this person is, whoever this is, they're smitten with you. Your intuition is telling you that. Your intuition is telling you that there is the possibility to have peace of mind, which really counteracts what your beliefs are saying in a way. You're dealing with somebody that maybe a type of person that maybe you've never dealt with, in the past, somebody that could have a lot of responsibility, could be responsible for a lot of people, puts their heart and soul into, a business or a job or whatever it is. They don't have a lot of time. Okay. And I feel like you don't have a lot of time either. So this could be the perfect match for you. You also feel that this connection is destined. All right. 10 of Swords, you do have a worry or a belief. Your intuition might nudge at you that this that this feels familiar in the sense that people who didn't have a lot of time for you in the past are people that you have to be cautious of, okay? And that's why this portion here, I feel like your intuition is kind of pinging at the wrong time, you know? And with the devil here, it's like, again, you are attaching toxic energy of the past based on your beliefs to your intuition. Because everything else here says from your intuition, you know, that this could be a beautiful thing. All right, so let's clarify the communication about this relationship that needs to be had. Okay, we have 7 of Swords. Okay, so 7 of Swords, right, is about lack of truth or shady behavior or doing something behind somebody's back. I feel like, you know, that this is speaking to your beliefs, okay? If somebody didn't give you a lot of time in the past, you immediately jump to this conclusion that something shady was going on or this person wasn't being truthful. And that's why this communication is so important, or why it needs to happen. It's because this belief needs to be squelched. Okay, I don't see 7 of Swords here at all. But this is something that that you struggle with. You struggle with believing this person, how they're delegating their time. I feel like they're delegating, they don't have time for games. I don't feel like this person has time for games. All right, so let's look at the maze. Like what is the block here? 9 of Swords. You see that? All right. So 9 of Swords, my least favorite card in the deck. 9 of Swords says that, you know, this falls under beliefs, okay? Because these are stories that you're telling yourself, and it can be at night, it can be any time, but they're not based in fact. And that's why this communication is clearing up this is so important. I don't feel like this person has any time to even consider that you might be thinking this way. They see you as poised and polished, and that might be a mask that you wear with this person. So the fact that you present yourself in this poised and polished way, and, you know, you might be, again, meeting this person's high expectations. I feel like this person wouldn't expect this or this from you. Okay, so, you know, you might have been very, very confident with this person. You might have displayed, you know, a lot of qualities that this person really liked and appreciated. You know, if a conversation starts off with, you know, are you really at that meeting? Are you really going to Montana for this meeting? You know, that's why this person has high expectations, because they don't want any of that. Okay? Because I feel like this person probably has experienced that in the past, and they see you as being different. And it's not to say that your concerns or your beliefs aren't valid, but they may not be. And that's something to consider. At the end of the day, trust is about having faith in your person. When you give your person freedom, okay, to be in places without you and not knowing necessarily what's going on, that's trust. This is not trust, okay? This is not trust or having faith. This is a complete lack of faith here, because you're telling yourself worst case scenarios that aren't based in any fact. You know, they might have, something might have occurred in the past that triggers you when you don't know where your person is, or, you know, what they're exactly doing. And that could be why this person is in your life right now, is to, you know, help you with that. Because, you know, I feel like this person chose you for a reason. All right, so let's clarify this Fool here. 8 of Wands. So again, 8 of Wands, communication. I mean, we just talked about that. You might see this person as foolish, as for not giving you the time that you feel you deserve in this connection or relationship. I feel like communication will clear this up. I will tell you again, it's going to be important how you approach this conversation, because I feel like, you know, this person is basically going to say, if you can't handle it, I'm sorry, this is who I am. And that's what the Emperor says. This is who I am. But I feel like for some reason, for a lot of you, if you allow it, this relationship could serve you beautifully right now, because you don't have a lot of time. All right, so let's clarify the Devil. 7 of Wands. So you're defensive. You believe possibly that this person is defensive or will take a stand. You might be right about that. Okay, I feel like they will too. All right, so, you know, if you tell them that their behavior in this connection is toxic, I feel like they will say goodbye to you, because they don't have time for it. They're seeing you as somebody that matches or meets their expectations. If this person doesn't meet your expectations, you should let them go. You know, if it's something that doesn't work for you, then you should let it go. If you want somebody that's around, you know, 80% of the time or 100% of the time, and this person is only around 25% of the time, that's not going to change. So to have constant, you know, a feeling that you're constantly hitting a wall, or, you know, it's like, why do that to yourself? There's a reason here for sure. Your intuition is telling you this could be the right person, but your beliefs are driving this. Your intuition is that quiet feeling that you get. Your beliefs are loud in your head, and they will constantly tell you a story based on what you know in your life, what you've experienced in your life. And I feel like your intuition is saying, give this a chance. Different might be good for you. Okay? You might have had more time in the past. I don't feel like you have as much time now. And so bringing somebody in your life like this could be the perfect solution for that. But it's also causing you to have to trust this individual and get out of your head. The other thing that could possibly happen here is you're so focused on what they're doing that you step away from what you're doing, what you're supposed to be doing. And then it causes you stress, you know, in your life. You know, if you're watching this person, or, you know, I don't know, checking them or checking their phone, all of that is just, it just doesn't serve you at all. It doesn't. And it's, that's the devil energy for sure, if you're doing that. Because it never tells an accurate story. So that's why there needs to be communication. One more card on communication. 2 of Pentacles. So I feel like this 2 of Pentacles is you. I feel like you're kind of up in the air. You're kind of juggling the idea of letting this go, and you're juggling the idea of, seeing if this can work. But if you're going to be asking for guarantees from this person about when they call you, when they text you, when they call you, I said when they call you already. Yeah, I don't feel like that's gonna fly. So you're dealing with kind of somebody that's very focused in the physical world. I don't feel like this person has done a lot of spiritual development because they've been so busy, and they, I don't feel like this person has had a life-changing event in their life that has caused them to look deeper. So it's kind of a, take me as I am or leave type of situation. But you have that same choice. And as far as this person, when they tell you they're going somewhere, I feel like that's where they're going, that's what they're doing. They'll tell you why they're doing it. And, do you expect to be questioned about everywhere you go? No. So this might be something that helps you work that out of your system. I feel like most people are fairly trustworthy. And because I believe that, that's usually what comes into my life. But that's that's what I'm getting for this. So this may not be your situation at all. Then again, that's why I'm doing the topical readings. If you're still watching, then, some aspect of this probably is your situation. But it allows me to go a little deeper into, different actual situations. That's why I'm doing these daily readings. I enjoy doing them. I like going a little bit deeper. I like not being constrained by time. And you never know what's going to come up, and the stories always, write themselves. So, let's see. I don't want to leave this at this point. So I'm going to pull a couple of cards. A lot of you might miss these if you didn't stick around, because it sounded like I was ending, but I felt the need to pull a couple more cards, messages, just to kind of wrap it up. All right, so first card out. Don't raise your voice, don't insult, and don't play games. Boy, if that doesn't speak to the person that you're dealing with, and I feel like this is confirmation about, what this person needs from you too. They don't have time for games. They don't have time to be insulted about the way they live their life, and they want you to be feminine and not raise your voice. Okay? That is a feminine quality. There's nothing worse, honestly, than hearing a woman screaming. Ugh. Sometimes, I have a lot of masculine qualities, and that is something that absolutely is like nails on a chalkboard to me. All right, what else here? Never say something to intentionally hurt someone. They will never forget it. So that is so true, because that might be true based on what you've experienced in your life in the past. You may never forget somebody that truly hurt you with something that they said. And words have power. So be careful how you use them. You know, if you're, feeling agitated with this person, pull back and really think about the situation, possibly from a different perspective. What do we have here? Look at this, a committed heart, and it falls over this. This person has a more committed heart than maybe they're presenting to you right now. I feel like they're showing it to you by giving you the time that they do have. And then we have a friend who wants more than friendship. So again, if this is in the early stages, and clearly it may be with Ace of Cups and Ace of Wands, maybe you guys haven't been intimate yet, and this is in the very early stages, confirming to you again that this person, you meet this person's high expectations. If you're questioning whether or not you meet their high expectations or that you're good enough, you are. Okay? Don't question that. Okay, I'm glad I pulled those cards, because that kind of really ties it all together if this is your story. Okay? All right, loves. That's what I have for Sunday. And we're going to go right back to the beginning for Monday. And yeah, I enjoyed doing them. I'm glad that that some of you are enjoying them, and hopefully it continues to grow and helps as many people as possible. All right. So thanks, guys. If you are looking for a personal reading, just reach out. If not, no problem. I'll just talk to you next time. All right. Thanks so much. Bye.